Good morning. Today's a good day. Man, it's been a while. Woo! Alright, well, we're just going to get into it. I'm going to be just building on Eon, rearranging some things. Maybe we'll talk about GDD stuff. That's where my head's at currently. And we got to get things done. So, that's what we're starting with. Hey, Nick Skull, good morning. Welcome in. Is it Nick Skull? Ooh, Nick Skull, buying a coin. Thank you. I didn't hear that sound. I don't know if I should be worried or not. But I'm gonna write it down. Oh yeah. Maybe it's my channel notifications. Oh, I know what it is. Alright, one sec. But welcome in. How we doing? What's new with you? And inputting. Alright, Nick Skull, I owe you 6 coins now. But I have to reconnect my chatbot, I think. Counts. Yep, I was right. Yay! It's always nice being right. Can you send me 3? Sure. Are you cashing in for something? Alright, this should work. Hopefully.
You will be alright.
Yay!
There.
Thanks. VOX. Oh, cringe. An oak staff! Oh, okay, Nick Salt. Alright, well, you are officially the last one to buy one. At that price. Because, I don't know if you noticed, on the marketplace they're 20 sand, and so I was waiting for one more person to buy them. So, Nick Skull, I will remove 3. So thank you for doing so. And then writing your name down. Nick Skull. Fred Ferd. Yeah. Oh, there's... Oh, Fred, thank you for the heads up. Maintenance and sandbox? I need, like, a different stream schedule, because this happens way too often. Maybe it's a sign. An omen, if you will. I mean, so far it hasn't been a problem.
This is parkour.
Parkour!
Internet sensation of 2004.
What's ironic is this is also Stream Elements, like their maintenance time. And so, like, everything is working against me right now. So, like, all my notifications, like the chat that is usually down at the bottom here, Like if someone were to follow, for example. Like those things are all broken right now. But those usually fix themselves after about an hour. Doing a little organizing to start the day here. So basically what I'm doing is I've attached all of these invisible assets to this computer, so that way I can just take the computer and move it. Now I know I have some hidden assets here to make the computer glow, so we'll make sure those get sent as well. Or that might have just been a different puzzle altogether, actually. But yeah, just attaching all these. Hopefully that won't cause a problem. So now if I move this, they all come together. Hey, Blue Tulip, what's up? Welcome in. Okay, so Fred did such a great job creating this atmosphere. Like closing in the space really makes it feel more like a cave. So I imagine we're gonna have a lot of lights that kind of mirror some of these doors, as well as just kind of create a more underground computer-esque, you know, like laboratory maybe is a good word. But either way, I'm gonna start rearranging things to where there's more vertical depth. And so my first thought was like, hey, I'm gonna put this computer a little bit taller up. And so that way the player does have to, like, you know, go more than just next door, you know, like just walk across the hallway. Instead, they're gonna have to walk across the hallway while going up, or maybe like around. Maybe they have to do a little jumping. Maintenance time? Well, I appreciate the heads up, guys. Hey, Garnican, what's happening? Welcome. Apparently it's maintenance. I feel like I should be concerned. I mean, I'm in the software, but I'm down to not. Like, if it's better to do Vox edit, maybe I should. Work, work, work. Seeking distraction. Ah, yes. That's my role. Mr. Distraction. Happy to oblige. Tell your boss I said hi. Good morning. Okay, so I'm basically removing this room. I can recreate it pretty easily. Okay. Let's think about this. It's kind of hard to see in here. Maybe we should add some light. So, we have a light logic asset. There's no real difference between the normal logic asset. So I'm kind of wondering why they even added that in the first place. It's like literally no difference. Except it's, by default, it just starts with the light on it. Kind of annoying, to be honest. Because what if they remove it? It's like, oh, that's why all my lights are broken. Well, because there's only a select few of you this morning, would you like to see a secret project I'm working on? No one else has seen this. I need 3 yeses in chat, and then I will show you the secret project. But if there's no 3 yeses, then I won't show you. Yo, J-Dog, what's up? S? Well, that's not the word I was looking for. Oh well, I guess I won't show it. Oh, also not the word Blue Tulip. Oh well. We were so close. Oh, okay, Blue Tulip. Blue Tulip shared it. Alright, I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. That's it. It's a prototype. But yeah, I haven't even showed Alex that yet. So you guys got the first glimpse. Don't tell anybody, okay? Secret safe. Yeah. Oh, Blue Tulip. Yep. Well, yeah. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. I had pretty much of a little vacation this weekend. Went on a small road trip with some friends. I feel reinvigorated, to say the least. So, ready to get back to work, working on things that are important to me. You know, things that make me happy. I guess happy might not be the right word. Things that I am passionate about. Hey Julie, how are you? Welcome. Good morning. Okay, so I want to make like a room that holds this computer. So creating an interesting, like, dynamic room is what I'm going for. Which is harder to do than to say, that's for sure. So the idea we're playing with here is this computer is required. So there's a puzzle that unlocks the library, and that would be this puzzle, which, if you've been here or if you haven't, essentially you input a sequence of numbers, and when you get the correct sequence, that opens the door. So this is a specific door attached to the library. So once you unlock this door, you'll be able to walk over and into the library. So, this entire corridor is locked until you solve this puzzle, which you're unable to solve this puzzle until you first solve this series of puzzles. So, the puzzles themselves are getting like sequentially harder, and so there is like a linear progression going on. And so, I'm going to make a room, and I think what I'll do is we're going to make like a landing platform here, maybe, and perhaps kind of like a side hall that might have like an entire like platform full of characters, or perhaps like a rail that circles the entire room. And so like this might be locked behind it. But yeah, just thinking out loud here. Jayonha, good morning. Or good evening from Bangkok. Igjura, hey, welcome. Things that make you mentally well. That's well said, Garnican. I think we all need those. Those are very important. So I hope you all have one. Hey, what's happening, everybody? OG Shakespeare bringing the raid. How's it going? Yokes on you, welcome. Halfd0rk, good morning. Ian the IT guy, hello. Wicked you too, good morning. Animal Chin, what's up? OG, how was your stream? Thanks for bringing the friends, the fam. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Caratros, what's up, dude? Ooh, welcome, welcome. Woo! Yeah, I had some time away from the sandbox. Basically, the last 4 days. It was kind of like, what's a good term for this? Where you're not really using tech at all. So I went on like a little road trip with friends. I think everything went really well in terms of getting me back into a good mental state, I suppose. Save! Yes, sir. Yoke's on you, sir. Digital detox, yes. Oh, great. That's a nice error. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Maybe I shouldn't be working in GameMaker right now. Let's see if we can find the spawn point. Oh boy. I did finish this puzzle up at the end of our last stream. Oh, yikes. All my AI art is missing. I'm not sure if I should be worried or not. I'm sure it'll fix itself, right? So, one thing I realized is I don't need to make the ball and basin method for this puzzle, especially. Basically, I'm dealing 1 point of damage to Jet here every single time I bring a book to a bookcase. So, for example, bringing this book, it's dealing 1 point of damage. And so that allows me to use Jet here, his health pool, as a kind of like a side quest. So it's not going to be tracked, but when Jet dies, aka me bringing every book to every bookcase, then a secret mechanic unlocks. So that's how I decided to go about this puzzle. The quest on the right side of the screen, it basically says solve the puzzle, and it says 2 out of 6 right now. Now that's relative to these orange bookcases, but I think I'll make it more vague. And what I can do is I can use the same mechanic here that I've set up with Jet and use those messages to send 1 point of damage to a 6 health character. And then that way, the puzzle itself will not be so verbatim, you know, solve the 6 things. Instead, it'll just be solve the 1 thing, and that happens when this character dies. Yeah, Paul, I think you're right. It's probably for the best if I don't work in the GameMaker. The other option, and here, we'll actually do a poll here. And yeah, Fred also let us know that there was maintenance. Probably not worth it to try and work in GameMaker right now. So, we'll do Vox Edit or Game Design Document. Quick poll. Hey, Vox Machina, what's up? Unfortunately, I can't. I think it's not going to let me save here. And that's okay. We haven't really done much today. Or at least not yet. I do think I have to re-update Vox Edit. Didn't they come out with another new version? Yep, they did. Oh, and I can't download the new version, but that's okay. Because the website's down. Secret Meow, what's up, dude? Oh, everybody's voting on the game design document. So basically, what I need to do for that, and I got Kay's permission to show this on screen, but we have a lot of slides that we're trying to fill out information for, and so I'll be just working on that today then. Hey, Woke Zombie, what's happening? So, land topology. Now, what's nice is I can still use GameMaker to take pictures. So even though there's maintenance right now, you know, I could, you know, zoom out here, and we could take like a thumbnail. It's a little bit hard to see with the fog. So what I could do is like get each corner, but that's fine. We'll just use this. Hey, SSK Wolf, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so essentially land topology, this is what they're asking, so this text here is what they're asking. So the land size of a proposed experience, 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, whatever the size of your land is, we must prioritize applications with only one experience, not multiple ones. So they're asking kind of like a little survey here inside the game design document. And I'm just kind of starting at a arbitrary slide. All of these do need to get done, and I think Kay and I will maybe present it to the community. We want it to be transparent. So what I'll do is I will duplicate this, and I'll work on it one thing at a time. That way I can refer to the previous one. Now, one thing I do want to do is change the color back. Background color. While we're working on it. I don't think any of these are the color we're using, though. No, it looks right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and delete this text. I think they are curious to know what my land situation looks like. So I think right now, the land that I will be using is right adjacent to the council. And unless I'm mistaken, I have 4 lands set up kind of like this. And then elsewhere, I have a 2 by 1 and a couple 1 by 1s. I have 0 sand. Okay, so first question. This will be... This experience will be found in a 1 by 1 close to many prominent builders in the sandbox. Such as the council, VOX, and maybe we should. Oh, we can't even look at the map right now. And others, and etc. Those are the only 2 important things, anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Garnican. I wasn't even able to update. But yeah, my land is currently adjacent to the council in VOX. Yeah, so far so good, Garnican. We gotta pass out cookies to all the neighbors. So, are you a land estate owner? Is the next question. I, Halfd0rk, own, I think 8 lands total. This experience is planned to be featured on one of my central lands. I'm trying to be like as descriptive as possible, because this will kind of be like a pitch. Well, it quite literally is a pitch, but we are going to be pitching this to the Game Maker Fund, and so everything I'm writing will not, you know, stay, like it's temporary, but I have to consider, like, oh, how do I want to talk about, you know, the project? How do I want to present it? How do I think they will find more interest in it? And so this is relative to land, so while other experiences will point to and lead the player to enjoy it. Mosquita, welcome. Yeah, Halfd0rk. I mean, it's in terms of like where these all are, they're not exactly next to each other. The only ones that are next to each other are these 4 and then these 2. So where would I put this actually? I should probably maybe make a shape. This will probably be right here. And I think I'd rather make it a border. So we'll do like this. Border color will be red. Solid will be empty, transparent. We'll make the border a little thicker. You are here. We'll come back to this. And then next question, organize your experiences organization using the blocks below and the table on the right side. Specify which experience is solo, multi, or social hub. Okay, so they're curious in like what is a social hub. So I'm probably gonna actually like remake these blocks. Solo. These are all going to be solo experiences. The only multiplayer game that I think I will make, like I personally prefer single player experiences. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it and be like, oh, I'm going to make one of everything. No. I'm going to make a social hub, and then everything else Halfd0rk makes, it's probably going to be solo, you know, like RPGs. Because that's what I enjoy. And I'm not going to say no to that, because that's what I want. Social hub. Okay. It's not allowing me to delete this. This will be Eon. So is that what they're asking? Organize your experiences using the blocks below. Specify which experience is solo, multi, or social. So How would I want to do that? I'll probably also announce, like, which... Man. Ugh. GG! What are we GGing? Oops. What am I looking at? Yeah, Carotros, this is the most recent one. Kay and I started working on one and they updated it. I don't have a link because I think it's broken. So all the links are currently broken. Because Game Maker Fund is down. Yeah. Or, I'm sorry, not down, but maintenance. Man, I'm clicking all the wrong things. Okay, so all of these experiences, I think I want to make in a way that, you know, represents my map. So we have, like, 2 experiences that are adjacent to each other. And then I have, like... Oh, what are these? Multi-game? Solo game? Like, the way they formatted this, like, it doesn't really make sense. So I think I'll maybe doctor it in a way that makes sense for me, rather than use these. So these are kind of odd buttons. And I'm not going to dwell too long on this. If anything, you know, it's not set in stone. And I think what will be more beneficial for me is to delete the things I'm not going to use. And then position this a little bit more central. Maybe we'll have one multiplayer game. Okay, now this box, it looks like an image, so I don't want to edit that. Okay, moving on. I'm trying not to dwell too long on any of these one things. Yeah, Carotros. Unit of life! Oh, that's... Congrats, man. That's huge. That's great. Yeah, good luck with that. That was a Game Maker Fund, right? Because it was the educational project. I remember you talking about that. Okay. So next up, I need to write a brief overview of my lands and why I choose their specific size. Okay. Of my current 8 land, the majority will be single player experiences is my focus as a game developer. However, I have already started on a social hub, Halfd0rk's Tavern, and intend on making a multiplayer map afterwards. This experience, Eon, is a single player puzzle adventure. and will be central to displaying our abilities as content creators in the sandbox. Cool. Well, I can mark that slide as a, work in progress. Okay, next up, art direction. Kay's been taking some snapshots of those. We're doing inventory, concept art, and mood board. So I can take some screenshots, which we already did take one screenshot. So I'll just drag and drop that one we just made. Although I think we'll probably make a new map for that one. Or a new slide here. For now, I think this is a good spot for it. This is concept art. I think there's a slide here, so I'm going to look for it real quick. That is specific to level design. No, I don't see it. It's gameplay. I guess this will be more of a gameplay loop. So this is uneditable, so we'll need to make something similar to this. So yeah, while we're thinking about it, why not start on that one? So we'll go to Miro.
Another one.
Another one. Oh. Sign in real quick. Population of the button of the screen kind of low today. Oh, if you were talking about these little dudes, basically, I think they go away every 3 minutes, so you have to be like an active chatter. Okay. Currently loading. So this was what we made. Just me, Fred, and Kay were kind of like talking through the process of, Eon and what happens in terms of like general gameplay loop. So I've already made this, and so I'll probably just attach this to the slide. But essentially, you're introduced to your core mission as a character. So you are playing a custom character. This is not like most RPGs where you're playing as yourself, but rather you are playing as Eon, which is essentially a software developed to fight viruses and corruption on a cyber scale. So you're introduced to, who you are, what your mission is. You're sent to the particular land, or in this case, our Eon experience. You then get to explore and you talk to some of the civilians. They tell you a little bit about the world. There's going to be very similar to most multiplayer maps where you're asked to go to locations to just see them, and you're given location credit. So for example, we have the village, the mountain, the underground, the prison, and the pagoda. So the player is tasked with visiting each one of those for quest credit. Then, once they've completed that quest, they are able to enter into the section that we have been working on today. So essentially, the player roams around, visits all of these key locations. Then, once they have the necessary quest completed, or they've collected, enough armor to survive the journey, they then fall down and into the underground, which is this location, and this is where the puzzles actually begin. So then the player will go through the puzzles in a very linear fashion, not to overwhelm them, but there will maybe be 2 puzzles active at any given moment, no more than that. So the player could technically go different directions and revisit a puzzle if they get stuck. And then, once they solve all of those puzzles, the computer kind of like locks them away out of a desperate attempt. And that's where the final puzzle will occur, which we're going to probably use the drop mechanic from the inventory for this. And so it will be very difficult for players not familiar with that mechanic, but there will be kind of like a tutorial that introduces that mechanic. And then finally, once the player does achieve victory by dropping all 5 pieces of the armor, the mentor then appears, and it's a resolution where it's like, oh, you saved everybody, congratulations. But yeah, that's the gist of it. But what we'll do is we will take the document here, and we're going to try and recreate this. So this is a very basic structure where we're asked to describe the core loop of gameplay and then a secondary loop of, let's say, these puzzles. So having that in mind, and I'll maybe put this on a different screen. So this is our game loop. And so this is a tool called Miro. So if you all are interested, M-I-R-O, if this is something you would like to use for your own projects. Which, this is my first time using it, and overall, pretty satisfied. Now, personally, I would like for this background to be a different color. But I don't think we can. No, doesn't look like it. So that's alright, we'll just work with this. So we're doing the Eon loop. So I'll basically take a screenshot of this when I'm happy with it. And then that'll go into the game design document. This will be core loop. I'm just using their example and just kind of redoing it. So this will be arrive in the corrupted land. And I'll also do the shape they made. The circle. This is the start. And we'll use the same colors they did. So we'd like to fill this, here we go, border style. It's gray, and then the inside green. So right now I will just recreate the one they've made and then I'll edit it from there. So we'll just add some kind of like placeholder text real quick. Now I don't really like the size of this border. Maybe make it a little thinner. Okay, so this is what they started with. So for us, the player arrives. When they arrive, they're tasked with investigating. Investigate why the land is corrupted. So, I say arrive in the corrupted land. We're gonna do sent to a corrupted land by their master. Player is sent to by their master guru. Hey 9A7A, what's happening? Bert, how you doing? Thanks for lurking. Joke's on you, I don't think we have a torque command. I think if you type this in though. Okay, so we then have investigate why the land is corrupted. We'll simplify this. Investigate the corruption. Solve puzzles. A variety of puzzles. Escape or cleanse the corruption. Save the land. Alright, that's pretty much it. I think if I overexpand on this, it's kind of defeating the purpose. Like, it's supposed to be simple. Like, this is the core loop. But now, we're going to work on the secondary loop. And we can fix it up from there. So secondary loop. Let me go ahead and just make the version they made, and then that'll help me put it into perspective. Ooh. These are nice. Okay. Okay, there's too many pop-ups. Alright, so let me just go ahead and put in some template text so I'm not confusing myself. Hey Sparky Snickle, welcome in. Break blocks. Select. This one. End. Save. And go to new book. Alright, so now let's go ahead and break down our secondary loop. So these were just templated. So the player would discover new location. They would learn about a new puzzle mechanic. Solve puzzle. Rewarded and reward. Yeah, that sounds about right. Complete a puzzle. So I'm using this as reference. Essentially, Sandbox gave us, reference document or an example. And so secondary loop, that's what I'm looking at right now. So they used Super Mario as their example, where they needed to run around the map, break blocks, collect coins and power-ups, kill enemies, and then it just loops forever. So the other secondary loop, so I guess a tertiary loop, is to reach the castle, which is like a dungeon, save the hostage, which is the princess or Toad, and then they go to the new world. So how do we break that up into, a mechanic for our world? So when they complete a puzzle, they are solving part of the mystery, part of the mystery / corruption. And then discover the next location. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, so now we can use Miro here to connect the dots. And so I can, make these different sizes, shapes, what have you. So for example, I like the arrows. And I think we can make these larger too, right? So just by clicking the box here, there's a little dot, which I can drag and drop to the next one. And it looks like it kept the same size, the format.
I love lamp.
I love lamp. Your voxel lights in another castle. That's funny. That's making me think about making a a Super Mario type game. I'm sure people would enjoy it. I'm also sure other people have already made it. Alright, so now this one, same deal, except we're doing a full loop. So this is basically for the people we're going to be speaking with, for them to better understand like why someone would want to play our game. And the core focus is puzzles. Like, we're trying to make a game that isn't so much about combat, which the sandbox has made great strides to improve it, but it's also not exactly like very intense combat at the moment. Whoa. Why do you do this? Cool. Why do you do this? Alright, well that's our loops. So I'll be able to basically take screenshots of these and then put them into the game design document. Okay, so now they're asking us to explain the core and secondary loops of the experience. So I'll duplicate this just in case I need it. I'll delete it later. So this is, oh, that's basically what we just did. Alright, well, we can just scratch that for now. Main pillars of Game Maker. So we need to talk about the things that make our game unique in 0.8. So there's a lot of things that we haven't added yet, but we can talk about the things we want to plan. So let's go ahead and delete all these, and I'll just kind of go off of what I understand and what I want to add. Use of lighting to create an atmosphere akin to a computer, to the insides of a computer. VFX that emphasize when a player is interacting with an object or puzzle. I think we'll be using crowd events for key moments and discovery reinforcement, such as using the timer and to create suspense. I should probably actually put that as a new bullet point. Timers. Hey, Go West, what's happening? Welcome in. Timers that create suspense and reward the player. Based on their speed. Video and audio streaming. We'll probably use like atmospheric video and audio streaming to immerse the player. We can see some more of their references here. With attention to transitioning from locations using arguments and weather. Well, I can add that as its own. Weather effects. Add to the overall feeling of the experience by creating mood lighting dependent on which puzzle. Location. Start bolding. Okay, what else should we add? Entertain, educate, advertise. It is 9 o'clock. Might do a quick giveaway. How long is Sandbox gonna be down for? Does anybody have a heads up on that? It's okay if you don't.
You can do it!
Okay, I'm doing it. 12 to 6. What? I know nothing. Same. Alright, code word is going to be MON. MON? I'll step away for a little. So, you'll want to see your name there in the middle. Hey, Alina. What's happening? Well, welcome. Alright, we're rolling the giveaway. Alina won it! Wow. What are the odds? Congratulations! GG! GG! Alright, Alina, let me make sure I have your address.
You make a choice to win, and you win. I'm sorry, winning.
Winning? Oh, I do. We're good. Alright, so I'll mark that down. Yikes. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I think the less I worry about it, the more I'll get done. Is what it is. Alright, so they're trying to emphasize, like, hey, we have, you know, some... We have new things in 0.8. I think this is just the trailer. Like the multiplayer. What else? Crowd events, lights, visual VFX. Ah, yeah, we should probably mention those. In terms of post-processing, we're definitely going to add some post-processing. Sliding, maybe. Swimming, maybe. Post-process effects will accent several key moments in our experience and will often work in tandem with weather and lights and VFX. Probably not audio, maybe, or audio instead of lighting. Okay. What else is new that we should add? Swimming is... am I going to be using swimming? Ooh, I have ideas. Let me write those ideas down. So I might, for the final puzzle, I may end up using... Tipsy, you want to say hi? Please. Come here. Let's say hi. Yeah, you. Please say hi. No? Huh? She secretly likes it. Yo, what's up, little Legion? But yeah, I think I'll use swimming in the final puzzle, where the player must drop equipment. We should see if that works, if dropping things underwater works, because that'd be kind of cool to have like 3-dimensional space to drop items, rather than just like on the ground. Can't really test right now because of the maintenance, though. Swimming will be essential to one of our 4 puzzles. 3C enchantments. What does that even mean? I think they meant to put 3D there. Anyway, this is a pretty good starting point. So I'll revisit that later. I had this image. This might be placed in the art direction for now. Great, so it looks like I've already made progress on pretty much everything I needed to. Some of these probably haven't made it into the game yet.
Yeah. Woohoo!
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 Such as the crowd events.
Are you okay?
But I do want the crowd events. I do plan on making custom video. That might be a really good addition, is to have like a digital face that we just make in like After Effects using Photoshop. Oh, I do have secrets that I shouldn't announce that will maybe make it into this list. The secrets will be a fun surprise. I will keep my secrets, thank you. Great. So as for these like bullet points, we'll probably do interactive, responsive puzzles. Sure, we'll use video audio streaming. Maybe I'll demonstrate that. We'll also use... Yeah, we'll have an example for that one. And then this video here. Cool. Let's keep working on it. I've got another 40 minutes in the stream, and then Sparky Snickle usually streams on Thursdays. I've got secrets, Sparky. Some of you already know some of those secrets. But the rest of you will learn them in due time. It is Tuesday. Turning up on a Tuesday. One slide per main feature, so it looks like we're supposed to be making several of these. So I think this was supposed to be kind of like an overview. And so now we kind of expand on those. 7 Summits, hi there, welcome. What is up? So name of the feature, we'll just start with swimming. Sure. Well?
We're waiting.
What are you waiting for? Behavior of the feature. For During a climactic puzzle, the player must swim in 3D space while solving to discover the solve problem. Solve problems. How the feature is integrated. Using a timer system, the player will need to swim from throughout a location. I think it's supposed to be kind of vague. Swimming. Underwater. What's another word for puzzle? Oh, it doesn't have a puzzle as a noun. A bugaboo? What? That's a synonym? What the heck's a bugaboo? Something that causes fear. You guys ever been in a bugaboo? Oh, no worries, Zelina.
Are you gonna fix it? I am not gonna fix anything because
I am an artist. Ah, I literally closed the one thing I needed not to.
This is fine.
This is fine. Underwater bugaboo. I hate it. Cyber. Well, it's supposed to represent like a water cooler, maybe? So underwater cooling system. I think zone's fine. This is just a template anyway. We'll probably be revisiting each one of these. Okay, so we'll talk about lighting. And again, we're just going through the core features here. So this will be atmospheric lighting. Behavior of the feature. Lights that will flicker and display after completing certain objectives. When interacting with objects and puzzles, the lights will turn off or on. Lights. So I'll probably end up deleting all these examples underneath.
Neat.
Neat. Run away! That was a boogaloo. You're a boogaloo. I didn't mean that. Because it means fear, right? You keep using that word.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
What, boogaloo? Lights. This looks a little bland, but with the imagery, it should make it a little bit better. Visual.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. The effects will help emphasize the player doing something incorrectly, right or wrong. Do a puzzle. If incorrect, the player might experience an explosion. Whereas doing something correctly would trigger a success animation. Effects. So we're basically using this template that was provided through the Game Maker Fund. So if you were to go to the Game Maker Fund website, which is currently offline due to maintenance, you would be able to download this document and then, or essentially make a copy of it using Google Sheets. And so what I'm doing is I'm going through each slide here and then inputting our information relative to our game in preparation for a pitch. So we will schedule with the Game Maker Fund a pitch meeting where we will give them, you know, our Google Sheet here. Woohoo!
The fan! I'm so excited!
Woohoo! Paul, it may as well could have been. Maybe they originated it. But yeah, generally, all of this information, it's much like a form that we're filling out so that they better understand what our game is trying to accomplish.
I love lamp.
Me too. Okay, what other mechanics should we expand on? Crowd effects and timers. So we'll do timed events. Right now I have a couple timed events, but no crowd events. So maybe we'll try to encourage that through one of our puzzles here. I think I will use the crowd event in the water swimming puzzle. Sounds fun. Through the use of timers and crowd events, the player will experience a sense of suspense and urge them to hurry up. Let's see example. Player is rewarded or punished when they complete or are unable to complete a puzzle within the allotted time. Timed events. Yeah, that's good. And crowd events. Video and audio streaming. Talk about that. Cyber visuals and audio. Throughout our experience, there will be immersive audio and visuals to help reinforce the idea that you are navigating the innards of a computer. And then they sell that information to a studio. Do they? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Do they? Audio and video streaming. Do they, though? When interacting with a computer, the player might encounter a face displayed on the screen. Creativity for free. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of showcasing the process. I don't think anybody is going to take the ideas that I demonstrate and recreate my experience verbatim. I think at the end of the day, everything that I make it has a certain sense of passion that comes from within me. Like, nobody can recreate that. So I'm not really worried about people like stealing ideas, if that's what you're getting at. Because I know you've had a situation where, you know, someone else was using the same ideas and principles, which is very likely. Like, that does happen often, frequently in the world. Let's see here. When interacting with a computer, the player might encounter a face displayed on screen, while audio beeps in the background. Weather and post-processing. So for free. Weather. We'll do atmospheric weather. For free. When the player enters new locations, such as the surface of our land, or when going underground, there will be a shift in the lighting or weather. Lighting. Weather effects activate through detection of a player. For free. Weather. A lot of these sentences will not make it into the final draft, but this gives me a good starting point. Next up we have post-processing, and that seems to be the last one. Also lighting. It looks like I have atmospheric lighting here. Maybe there's a different word I could use. Atmospheric. Climactic. Ooh. Misty. Hazy. There's not enough words in the dictionary. Ethereal. Intangible. Abstract. Abstruse? I've never used this word before. Abstruse. Sounds like a strudel. Abstrudel. Happy, dopey, sleepy, hazy, abstract. Yeah, close. All of those put together. I should just describe my entire experience with just that collection of adjectives. This is one I'm a little bit confused about. Synonym for abstruse. Greek to me. That is very Greek to me. Clear as dishwater. This is very clear as dishwater. Perplexing. I like perplexing as a word. Baffling. Oh, words are great. Words are fun. Dorkish. Yeah, dorkish is great. Dorkish lighting. Oh wait. Alt 0. Dorkish TM trademark. There we go. Some dorkish lighting. The last thing I wanted to talk about was post-processing, so we'll just throw that in there. Effects. As a accent to some of our other 0.8 mechanics, a post-process effect will temporarily affect. Effect will temporarily affect. Effect is a verb, and it means to impact or change. Effect, on the other hand, is usually a noun that you would use to indicate the result of a change. It's fun. Post-process effect will temporarily affect the player's view. Camera. English not so good with me. Logo West, I understood that. So I'm in communication. All you have to do is transmit the idea into my mind. Now I understand. We're communicating. The camera feels emotional. It's because I'm the camera. Okay, so using you post-process effect. So the core features. And then it's supposed to be like an example. Okay, so this is basically an example of when I would use post-processing. So let's say the player would be given a 10-second few seconds of post-processing effects when traversing to a new location. Or when receiving damage. So some of these will definitely be tweaking a little. This is a pretty good start. Made a lot of progress on this. What else? Tokenomics. We were considering merch, although I don't think many of you would be interested in this. But we're considering it. We have a lot of slides, but we're going to be whittling it down once we have like a rough draft. Alright, let's talk about the creative vision. So explain the experience in a few sentences. Describe the experience in more detail. Time to write. We're writing. I know we actually made a little bit of progress on this, though. It might be in our older game design document here. We were using ChatGPT to give us a better idea. Is it still down? Yep, sandbox is still down. Okay, so I got my notes pulled up here. In Eon, player is assigned a mission from a it's assigned with cleansing the corruption of a cyber feudal land. They must uncover the deceit and secrets.
All right, then. Keep your secrets.
No. Through solving intricate and never before seen puzzles.
We suck again.
Within the sandbox. We such again. Cybernetic feudal society. Oh yeah, what's up, Kay? Oh yeah. Wait, don't we still have that command? Ooh yeah. Oh yeah, it's the spelling's kind of weird. I'll add your spelling to that, Kay.
Can I get a Hoya?
Oh yeah. There you go. You got it. Oh! Just working on some game design documents. Basically, the sandbox is going through maintenance, which is very often during my stream time. I'm not saying they did it on purpose. It's just coincidental. Okay, so describing the detail. 150 words. Let's go for it. When the player begins the experience, they are summoned by their mentor. When a player begins you are Eon. A program designed to cleanse lands of any and all corruption. Understanding your sacred duty, you are transposed into a cyber-esque feudal world. Your land inspired by cyberpunk and East Asian Japanese, feudal, Japan, samurai. I think samurai is the word we're looking for. And samurai societies. The combination of it's made clear that the citizens are deeply impacted by the spread of corruption. And you begin your task of investigation. As you complete objectives, more is revealed. And the truth is unveiled. However, the enemy, the source of this corruption, has laid a series of puzzles and traps to prevent your success. In order to overcome these challenges, our hero must use critical thinking and problem-solving skills through the use of new and never before seen and we'll do unique implementations of the 0.8 plus game maker mechanics. We I'll add these two sentences together. How many words are these? Six. Not enough, actually. Work in progress. We'll probably revisit this for sure. What else can we work on? Well, I would take more pictures, but unfortunately Game Maker is being really buggy because of maintenance, so that's okay. But yeah, I made a lot of progress today. I think we'll just casually build some Vox editing. Thinking. You can use VFX for that. So this will probably be one of my characters for a different game altogether. But right now, just kind of waiting the next 10 minutes. Sparky Snick will be starting up her stream pretty soon. And you guys can learn more Vox edits, so this is a good transition. And then I'm meeting my mom for brunch. Meeting me mum. Oh, you think the update's over? Ooh. Oh, you think the update's over? Ooh. Well, it looks like the website's back up. So that's a good sign. I do have to download the new Vox edit anyway. I don't think I downloaded this yet, so I'm gonna just do it anyway. Ooh, that download time's... Oh, it's speeding up. We're good. Alright, so this character, whom you all will probably not see used for a while. Basically, this character will be one of my main characters in a future game. But I wanted to work on him now anyway, just because my mind's thinking about him. I should try and keep in mind the new palette feature. But yeah, just gonna make this guy from my imagination, really. But yeah, if anybody has questions, comments, concerns, Game Maker related stuff, if you want me to walk through some specific Game Maker fund things that we're working on, you know, like just for your own understanding, I am happy to do so. Kay and I will be working on this for the next month or two, and we're hoping to really push out the various, you know, aspects and make it pretty transparent so you all are aware of what we're doing. Should try and mirror. It'll make it easier on me. This character in particular is going to have a hat. And I think Halfd0rk will appreciate this. They're going to have a bucket hat. I decided on that. What's up, Escape Room Artist? Welcome in. Oh, Escape Room Artist is dropping the sub, too. Let's go. Woohoo. Thanks, dude. Use VFX for thinking. Yeah, 987A. Maybe we'll get a light bulb above our head. Which, that's actually making me think of a fun situation. Like, what if you made a light bulb asset, and you put that above their head, and then you just added a light behavior to it? Alright. So now we're going to be building a bucket hat. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Which I don't think will be as easy as it sounds. I kind of want it to be a little bit lower as well. So it'll be like resting on the ears. You gotta admit, like, making 3D models in Box Edit, pretty efficient. Pretty efficient. What's up? Alright, so we're gonna be raiding into Sparky Snickle stream. She is currently live. Her and Lula Love are gonna be giving us some more Vox Edit basics. So if you out there are new to Vox Edit or new to the sandbox, that is one of the best streams to attend to get your fix and learn how to do the things we do here.
You're all free now!
Yeah! Yeah! What's up, G? The fresh fade and the beard all cleaned up. But you can't stay here. Yeah, thanks, G. Overall, trying a new look. If anything, I'm starting to look more like my avatar, my character. Halfd0rk. Halfd0rk. But I don't know if I'll stick with it. Just trying it out. We're making a bucket hat right now. Do. The idea is there, but just kind of making a brim here. Or a rim? Is it a brim or a rim? I think it's a brim, right? A hat brim? B-R-I-M? Yeah, the projecting edge at the bottom of a hat. A brim. Nope. Go as. Okay. Brim-orific. Yeah, I do want to project it outwards a little bit more. Maybe like downwards. But yeah, going for like a bucket hat shape. Anyway. That's the start of a main character for one of my upcoming games. Just the start. Ugh, the ending screen's not gonna work. That's annoying because Stream Elements also wants to, you know, take a break today, apparently. So, let's get the raid started. Right? Halfd0rk bucket hats have a bad rap. We're bringing them back, Halfd0rk, you and me. Alright. Stick around for the raid, copy some raid emotes, use whatever ones you like. Just being a part of the raid is all that matters. You'll get some channel points just for sticking around, too. Sparky Snickle's stream starts in 4 minutes, so now's a good time to step away. You need a drink. Oh yeah, that gives us just enough time to do a raid. So do at sign. Yeah, that's the code word. Code word is at sign. Or just make it easier, at Halfd0rk. Do at Halfd0rk. You guys have a very short amount of time to do it. Type in the code word. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfd0rk won it. Congratulations. GG! That's a coin for Halfd0rk. Halfd0rk, I owe you 6 coins. Rigged. Yep, it's true. It's the bucket luck. The Lucket hat.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye. Oh, go west, I'll look. I'll take a look. Okay, bye.